everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. And boy, oh boy, I don't have some good news for you today. As a matter of fact, one of my arch nemesis is Jeff Sessions. That's right. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has come out. Yesterday he had a meeting, or I'm sorry, on Monday he had a meeting at the Hilton in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he had some of the nation's district attorneys that gathered to hear the top cop in the nation talk about restoring civil asset forfeiture with the caveat of, well, there'll be safeguards, according to Fox News. Oh, God. Says the Trump administration will soon restore the ability of police to seize suspects' money and property with federal help. But the AP has learned that policy will come with a series of new provisions aimed at preventing the type of abuses that led the Obama Justice Department to severely curtail the practice. Let me tell you, you know why that process, that practice was curtailed, was because there was such outrage that it was just highway robbery. It was theft because you didn't have to, the law enforcement could take your possessions without a criminal conviction, or in some case, you aren't even indicted of a crime. You're not charged. Nothing. And then it's the property that's charged. How is inanimate objects charged with crimes? And how do you prove its innocence? I mean, it's absolutely asinine. Yet for years, they've got away with it. And states, well, some states, I think 20 states have put some pretty strict restrictions on how police can utilize the civil asset forfeiture process. This process shouldn't even exist at all. It should not even exist at all. Certainly without a conviction by a jury of your peers. And only then, I would say take those funds, if you're going to do it, and put it, feed the homeless. Do something with it. But what are they doing? Police departments are relying on this as part of their budget. So what this does, even though they'll tell you that this is not happening, they incentivize going out and doing this, because in doing so, they're going to make budget. Police won't get laid off. Maybe it'll support overtime. Maybe it'll support new equipment. Maybe it'll support a margarita machine in their freaking break room. All I'm saying is, even though it's like speeding tickets, while there may not be a quota per se, police officers understand and are fully aware of how dependent their departments are on enforcement funds, on civil asset forfeiture. They know, because it's probably beaten into their brains every day when they get to work, just how much they're going to have to do, just how much they're short for the year. And then they go about doing their job in the best way possible to get the best possible evals, to be that good soldier. And so what are some of the changes that they're talking about doing? Well, key changes include requiring more detail from police agencies about probable cause justifying a seizure before federal authorities get involved. Now, remember, they can still do it at the state level. This is the federal involvement. So if you want the Justice Department involvement, why? Then you have to state your case a little bit better. Also, the Justice Department will have to decide more quickly whether to take on local seizures, and also let property owners know the status of their belongings within 45 days of the seizure, faster than the federal law requires. Another key change will make it harder for police to seize less than $10,000 unless they have a state warrant and have made an arrest related to the seizure. They've either taken contraband, such as drugs, along with the money, or the owner has confessed to a crime. So without one of these conditions, authorities will need a federal prosecutor's approval to seize it under federal law. Old rules set that threshold at $5,000. Now it's $10,000. But again, at a state level, your state may be different. And this is where it's important to understand your state laws, is that some states just allow it carte blanche. As of 2014, more than 20 states have set restrictions either by requiring a criminal conviction increasing the government's burden of proof that the property is linked to a crime, or other measures. But 20 states have put those protections in place because of the rampant abuse that took place. It's unbelievable. Dave Harris, University of Pittsburgh law professor, said this, quote, "The stories of people having small amounts of cash seized are more infuriating and puzzling to the public and seems to represent some greater injustice." Well, I'll say, think about how many people right now are struggling. Think about how many people are racially profiled when they get pulled over. You know, how many times have we seen the body cam footage? Well, do you have any cash in the vehicle tonight? You know, no, but I've got this grape Slurpee. Here, have some. You know, this is the basically state-sanctioned theft of your property without due process. And folks, we cannot allow the Gestapo state to get any stronger. And let me tell you something, Jeff Sessions is all about jackbooted thuggery, and he's going to bring it to you hard, and he's going to bring it to you fast if we allow it to happen. And his buddy, Donald Trump, is going to go right along with it, because when you sit in the ivory tower, these laws don't apply to you. I'm Joe Joseph. This was the DailySheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.